Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. How's your day? I hope it's fine. So, before we get started, I want to introduce myself. My name is Farendra Merlien Fadhlurrohman. I'm from 11-2 and I'm number 9. And this time, I'm going to talk about tips for passing SNBP. So let's begin. What is SNBP? SNBP is an abbreviation for National Selection Based on Achievement, which is a state university entrance pathway that focuses on student academics and non-academic achievements. There are 3 things that are assessed in SNBP. The first is your report card grades from semester 1 to 5. This applies to high school students, while for vocational schools, the report card grades from semester 1 to 7 are assessed. Then the second is your academic and non-academic achievements. Then the third is your portfolio for those of you who are applying for art or sports major, and this time I'm going to tell you guys about tips for passing SNBP. So let's check it out. The first tips is strategies to make the most of each semester. This is an important tip in the process of friends to be able to pass the SNBP selection. Previously, I have explained that report card scores are one of the assessments in SNBP. Because of that, you must be able to prepare your scores. For that, you need a strategy so that each semester you achieve maximum results. Therefore, in the cycle, I have divided your 3 years in high school into 2 parts. The first, starting from semester 1 to 3, at this time it will be very good for you to explore your abilities and talents more deeply by being active in organizational activities or competition activities, which will later be useful for you when registering for SNBP later. In semester 1, you can try to adapt to the school environment and your learning style that will be applied during your high school. Then for semester 2 and 3, you can focus on organizational activities or competitions. Try to prioritize competition activities because this is included in the SNBP assessment later. Then in semesters 4 to 5, you must focus on improving your academic grades at school so that later your grades will increase significantly. Try to make the grades you have increase regularly or stably. Don't let the grades go up and down. Next. The second one is try and be active in the class. This is also one of the tips that you can do. This tip will help you understand the lesson more easily because if you are active in class by asking questions often, your teacher will explain something you don't know, so that your understanding will increase. Let's move on to the next tip. Okay, the third one is using Feynman technique. So, this tip will help you understand the material you are studying better. This tip makes you teach someone about a material you have studied. If you have understood the material, then you should be able to explain it with the intention of teaching others. This tip will make the lessons you study can enter into long-term memory. Okay, the next one is study diligently by working on questions. Studying diligently is an important point in improving your semester report card grades. Therefore, Apart from studying, you can also practice by working on various kinds of questions available in various sources so that your thinking becomes more honed. For example, you can work on questions on the quizzes platform. With this platform, you only need to write down the material you are studying, and then dozens of questions are related to the material will appear, and that will help you to increase your knowledge about that material. Let's move on to the next tip. And for the next one, create a priority scale in learning. This tip is also no less important. In studying, you need to create a priority scale related to the materials that need to be studied in more depth and materials that are easier to learn. This way, you can manage your time division to study each material, because not all materials have the same level of difficulty. Therefore, when you create a priority scale in studying, you can sort out which materials require more time to study and which require less time. Let's move on to the next tip. Okay, next we have analyze your chances of being accepted at the campus of your choice. This is the last most important tip when you register for SNBP. Make sure you analyze how many chances you have to be accepted by your dream campus. One way you can do this is by looking at the track record of your school alumni who are on that campus. If there are no alumni from your school on that campus, then your chances of being accepted will be even smaller. And you also have to make sure your school's accreditation is included in the criteria for schools accepted by your dream campus. And you also have to analyze your report card scores from semester 1 till semester 5, whether or not they are in accordance with the criteria for the scores accepted by your dream campus. By paying attention to the above, you can better predict your chances of being accepted in the SNBP selection. The last one that I can tell you is to think optimistically and have to have other plans. Keep thinking optimistically and believe that you can definitely pass the SNBP will increase your spirit and confidence. If you have applied all the tips above, it can help you to pass SNBP. And don't forget to keep studying for the SNBP tests, because you have to have a backup plan if your first plan doesn't go well. That's all from me. Thank you and good luck.